Welcome to Titan Sports Time. I'm Mike Parsons, Manager of Athletic Communication to Eastern Florida State College. Today we're talking to the head coach of the baseball program, Jason Arnold, who led the program to 31 wins in his first season at the helm. Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
Well, kind of what do you take away from the first season?
Well, I think it's a long season. I think that's one thing that's really stands out, and I think you need a lot more depth than maybe that we thought we realized. Guys getting hurt, getting sick, bouncing back, and it just takes a lot to get through a 50-game regular season, and then hopefully playoffs after that. So all 26 guys got to contribute. That's probably the main thing that I took from it.
And this season you have a pretty strong group returning. Talk about the sophomores.
Yeah, I think it is a strong group. It's a small group, but 6 guys that really played a lot last year and made an impact on the field. And starts with Alejandro Rodriguez, and he's our shortstop. Hits in the middle of the lineup. He's a returning all-conference guy. He had a huge fall. I mean, we were just expecting a lot from him. He's committed and signed to Florida Gulf Coast for next year. He's the leader of the team and a guy that we're expecting a lot from. And then we got, Gabby Vera's back behind the plate. He got to catch some good innings last year, behind the Conference Player of the Year. So you got some good experience there. Toshawn's kind of a jack of all trades. He pitches for us, but he also can sub in and play some infield, outfield, run the bases. He can hit a little.
Yes, that gives you some speed.
Yeah. He's a very diverse player for us, and Rafael Acosta is going to be counted on to be one of our best pitchers this year. He came here as a catcher, and all of a sudden now he's your number one starter. So that's baseball for you. Brian Pena. He's going to have to, and we need him to hit in the middle of the lineup, really. There's no way around it. He's got some power. He's got some ability without question. And, he's committed to St. Leo already, and we're looking forward to him having a big year too. And then there's Connor Bryan, who, had the best year of all the guys probably last year, pitching over 70 innings with a low 2 ERA and just got a lot of valuable experience in conference. And, we're looking forward to him, along with Raf to kind of lead the young pitching staff that we have.
So kind of who's coming in that we got to kind of keep our eye on now? Who have you seen in camp so far that's really impressed you?
Yeah, I mean, it's a big group. So I think Darian Smith's transfer right-handed pitcher from Jacksonville University has had a good fall. He'll start one of the early games for us on the mound. I would say freshman Connor Leary, who's local here from Vieira High School, has really played well. He's going to play a lot of second base for us. I would expect him to play a lot. And AJ Mathis is should be our playing a lot of center field, leading off for us. Those are some guys that a bunch of them, but those are some guys that have stood out. Jackson Woodward and Zach Cornick, too, a couple freshman pitchers that have had really good falls, along with Andrew Walters. So a lot of them. Hopefully, hopefully we're ready.
What would you say the strengths are going to be on this team this year?
I think it's going to be a much different team than last year, where I would say the depth of the pitching staff really should be the strength of the team. Like right now, we feel we got 10, 11 guys that on the mound that we can trust at any time. There's last year we were pretty top heavy with the amount of innings pitched for guys, and at the end we were kind of short on depth, and it really kind of killed us. We really addressed that. We think that's the main strength of the team. And I think we're going to be pretty fast. And we should run fairly well, which is, just playing at a big park. It's kind of one of those things that we really wanted to emphasize in the recruiting process. And, we're offensively, I think we're just going to kind of be scrappy and kind of put it together and try to put some pressure on teams.
And we talked a lot about it already, but talk about this pitching staff because it's deep, but also a pretty diverse group. I mean, you have a lot of lefties, a lot of righties. You have a lot of depth there. Yeah,
it's like I said, should be the strong suit of the team. A lot of these freshmen just had tremendous falls and have high expectations now for going into the spring. I think we got 6 or 7 guys we feel pretty comfortable working in the starting rotation, which we really only need probably 4. So that'll kind of sort itself out over the first few weeks. But, a bunch of strike throwers, guys that go out there and compete, and they're just not scared, which is, that's always a good thing.
And the opening day is Friday against St. John's River here at Bruce Bochy Field at 5 p.m. Talk about what you kind of look for in a home opener.
Well, it's exciting, right? It's you train and you work so long. The thing about a spring sport is it's constant all the way from the day you step on campus. And I think we just got to control the moment, kind of, where you're excited, but you're not out of control. And, just kind of get out there and compete and get after it. I mean, I know everybody's going to be, beside themselves with energy. So we just got to find a way to harness that and control it. And, St. John's they're a good team, and they've been good for a number of years. Ross Jones does a good job with their program. So I know they're going to be ready to play. We're going to have our hands full right from the get-go, but that's a good test for us as we, try to get ready for our conference later on.
For sure. Well, thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
You can follow the baseball team all season at EFSCTitans.com. We'll see you next time.